Loma has to be on his game. I don't think it's going to be an easy fight because Haney is big. He has a lot of skills. He's hungry, but I don't think this is his time,
That's
right?
a great point. Yeah, because I think that's what it's going to come down to. Like, we're going to see how much guts Haney has. You know what I mean? Because he's been rocked by Linares. Loma has like tuned up so many people, and Loma's coming for blood. Like, Loma ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? Like, you gonna have to like shoot him to get you out. You know what I mean? So like, it's gonna be a fight. What's up, everybody? The Dream Boxing Channel back at you. Got a big fight coming up. Just hope everyone's doing well. And we've been rolling on our predictions, man, on our fight breakdowns. So the last that we saw you guys, we were talking about Benavidez and Plant, and I remember you said something similar. I don't remember exactly what you said, but I think I said a decision for Benavidez or a late stoppage, which is exactly how it went down. It was a decision. If it wasn't for that crazy referee, man, and just that terrible job that he did of letting Plant just hold the entire fight, it definitely would have been a stoppage. I mean, he was seriously breaking him down even while he was getting held. So just wanted to let you guys know we're still your source for all the fight breakdowns, and we're in it, man. We're on this boxing game for you guys, for all our fans. And how you been doing, though, man? How's everything been going with you, Alan?
Good, good. I'm excited. I'm excited for this fight. I think many of us that actually like boxing and have done boxing, we understand how big of a fight this is. Um, I mean, we got to give props to Devin Haney. He wants to prove that he is the undisputed. I feel a lot of people I've been seeing on social media that everyone is giving Haney like that he's going to win, that he's bigger, that he's stronger, that he's that and that. But what people need to understand that the one who got all those belts together, it was Lomachenko. The
Yeah.
true undisputed was Lomachenko. Like the only person that Haney beat is um Cambosis.
Cambosos. All right, so tell the fans what happened, like how we got to this point with those belts. I've been seeing it both ways on social media too. Just it kind of depends on where you're going and like who the fans are that follow those channels. But yeah, how do we get to this point?
Okay, so before anyone actually was undisputed, Lomachenko had that in mind together. He was like, I want to get all the belts together because I don't think there should be that many belts, right? There should only be one champ.
That's right.
He tried to do it in 124, and no one wanted to fight him. So he moved up in weight at 130. No one wanted to fight him. So he moved up in weight at 135. He's actually small for that 135 weight. He gets three belts. Actually, he gets four with the Ring magazine. And then Teofimo got the IBF.
Yep.
And we don't know if Loma was using excuses or not. We don't really know. It will be up to them. But he lost against Teofimo.
Mm-hmm.
Teofimo lost those belts because he did not want to give a rematch to Loma.
Okay, good. Yep.
He didn't want to give a rematch to Loma. Goes and fights Cambosis, loses to Cambosis, and then
Lose.
doesn't want to make weight anymore. So he moves up in weight. Cambosis gives a chance to Haney. Haney beats Cambosis. And then now Haney wants to fight Loma because he knows that Loma is a true fighter that actually got these belts, the one who they believe is the best in the division.
Absolutely. That was a very good breakdown. That's a good recap. And yeah, give props to Devin Haney for taking this fight. And he says clearly in the interviews that he wants to have this name on his resume. He wants to, fight the best. he did it. A lot of people don't want to fight Lomachenko and haven't for several years. But yeah, Devin Haney said, let's do it. And in a roundabout way, Lomachenko is fighting for his belts that he gathered one by one. I mean, it's been like 3 years or something. It's been a couple, maybe not that long, since the Teofimo fight. But yes, he got those belts. I can't remember about the IBF part, but I know that I think it was the WBA or WBC made the like super thing or whatever. But yes, those are Lomachenko's belts. Yeah, all props to Devin Haney. I like him. He's a good kid. He's a good fighter. He beat Kambosos twice in Australia, which, give him props for that too. He went all the way across the other side of the world. He did his thing. He beat him convincingly. He beat him the first fight, and he beat him bad the second fight. So he earned it. But it's just kind of a weird situation where he has these belts from Kambosos, which was a weaker fighter in the division, which kind of had a very surprising win over Teofimo, which had a very surprising win over Lomachenko. So, all right, we're back here to this fight. It's going down Saturday night, ESPN. They did make it a pay-per-view. I want to give you guys a couple of Lomachenko's accolades too, just so you know what we think about Lomachenko and what most of the hardcore boxing fans think about this guy, because he is one of the greatest of all time. And I just want to read some stuff that I was looking up to read to you guys about Lomachenko, because it's just amazing when you think about what he's done. So his background, he's Ukrainian. He had 400 amateur fights. What is on paper is 396-1, which is just unreal, and the locals say that loss was, questionable. So they ran it back 2 times. He beat the guy twice again. So just to have 400 amateur fights is unreal. I've been to a dozen or so myself. So 400 is crazy. 2-time Olympic gold medalist. Just to win an Olympic gold medal is a lifetime achievement in any sport for any person. He did it 2 times, 4 years apart. And also, just check out Lomachenko's Wikipedia page, because there's like all these world boxing championships, European championships, and all the stuff that he was winning the whole time during that. He was the fastest boxer ever to fight for a title in history. He did it in his 3rd fight. He won a championship. His 3rd pro fight, he was a champion. He was the fastest 2-division champion in history, and he was the fastest 3-division champion in history. In his 12th fight, his 12th professional fight, Lomachenko was a 3-division champion. So let that soak in for you guys. It's amazing. And it was against Linares. So you mentioned it before, man, and those were great points, Alan, that Lomachenko he's a small guy. He's like a very narrow framed guy. So he started at featherweight, which is probably, somewhere around there, like his natural weight, whatever it is, 126. And, he won that title pretty quick. He was running through guys at 126, 130, winning belts, and these were serious people that he was beating. Nicholas Walters, nobody wanted to fight him. He ran through him. He fought all these guys. And then when you going up to 135, he's beating Ortiz, Comey, Nakatani, Linares, Campbell. Like, think about how big these guys are. These are all very tall and big guys, like Devin Haney. Most of those guys are bigger than Devin Haney, and some of them have moved up to 140, and he's like stopping all these guys. So give the guy props. Whatever you think about the Teofimo Lopez fight, put it to the side. He said he had a shoulder injury. He had a late start, whatever. Lopez beat him. That's how it went down. It could have been a draw. It could have been a round, I thought it was a draw. I thought they should have run it back for sure. But just keep in mind that Lomachenko, there's no rehydration going on. Like, he's, you know what I mean? Devin Haney is going to be way bigger. Ortiz was way bigger. All these guys, Devin, they're all much bigger than him. He's the same. He's going to be the same on fight night that he is a week ago, that he is yesterday, that he is at the weigh-ins. He's 135 pound. He's eating all he can, to get up to that weight. So yeah, you got to give him credit there. I think he's one of the best boxers in history. He's amazing. We read off some of his accolades. So I think it's going to be a great fight, though. You know, you got a very athletic Devin Haney who's game, who's on a roll, man. He started bringing that right hand against Kambosos in that second fight, which I was very impressed with instead of just his jab. I don't like it when he just jabs and holds, but he was showing a lot more diversity in his last couple fights, I think, especially with that right hand. And he was rocking Kambosos. I mean, he had him busted up there. So I want to get your take on the breakdown, man, and then we can end it. We can keep it short tonight, but I think if he can get past Lomachenko can get past the jab of Devin Haney, we're gonna have a fight.
Yeah. And just so people can have a little perspective on how big Haney is. Haney normally it's 155, 150, 160 pound. So that's his regular weight. That's how much he normally is walking at. He's fighting at 135. So he actually has to drop down 20 pounds to be able to make weight. So you can see here how like dehydrated he looks. They say that he actually looks sick when he does the weight. Devin Haney, since he's a champ, Loma says, "Hey, we'll do everything that you want." What that means is Haney says, "I normally like to go back to 150." So he normally gains like 15 to 20 pounds the next day. So like Anthony, you were saying, Lomachenko is a 130. You know, he might be walking at 135. He's little. He's not a big guy. He's fighting a huge lightweight, you know? So if you guys don't know, like that's he has the reach. He's really tall.
Yeah,
So it's going to be an interesting fight. Like I'm not 100% sure. Like I mean, I believe a lot in Lomachenko. Like you can see here, look how big he is compared to Loma.
yeah, those are good points. Lomachenko's, it's like he's always he's done that too. He's a class act, you know. He's like offered some of his check out his Wikipedia page for real. It's got a lot of good information, like how he's, you know, offered part of his purse to make the fights and everything. But yeah, he seems to be, you know, physically at a disadvantage. But also what I wanted to mention is inside the ring. Um, I was thinking about it earlier when my daughter was asking me like what I thought was going to happen in this fight. I can see. Um, like I don't know if Devin Haney can hurt Lomachenko. You know what I mean? Like I
Mhm.
don't know if he has enough power to hurt Lomachenko, and I don't think he's going to outpoint him. But I can see like two or three ways that Lomachenko can win. You know what I mean? Like he can stop Devin Haney for sure. I mean, that dude, you know, he stopped Linares with a body shot. He's clocking guys, knocking them out. So I think Loma could win on power or points. He's too smart in the ring, and I don't know if Haney is enough of a threat. So, as far as a prediction, I could see Loma winning on points, and I could even see him getting a stoppage. He usually, you know, he's like a computer. He's downloading a lot for the first few rounds, but I think he's going to take it, man. He's like super motivated. He's had all this time to stew on getting these belts back. You know, he did his thing. Yeah, he enlisted with the Ukrainian army, and he did his obligation there. So it's been a long time, and he just looks like in the face-off and everything. He looks like he's about to go get it on Saturday night. So I hope it happens.
Yeah. No, and yeah, it's gonna be a good fight. I mean, Haney can click him, you know, like get him. But like one thing about Loma, he has
Yes, what?
the
They
best
cut him up.
the best footwork,
Oh yeah,
you know, and Haney doesn't have footwork. You know, Haney just kind of goes back. He does have some head movement and hip movement,
yeah.
feinting, which is good. But Loma is used to fighting that. And the thing with Loma is if Haney could have some footwork where like Loma is coming in, go back and jab him out, you know, he might be able to keep him out for a little bit.
Uh huh.
But one of the things about Loma is he's pretty smooth. He'll
Yeah,
get in, he'll punch him, and he's gonna start breaking him down. You know, like
I think so.
we say, like we're start gonna start chopping down the tree, and I
That's
think
right.
Loma is gonna do. If I don't think Loma is gonna stop him in the first few rounds, but I can see Haney start to slow down, and I can see some blood coming out for sure. Like it's gonna be an interesting fight. I mean, Loma has to be on his game. I don't think it's going to be an easy fight because Haney is big. He has a lot of skills. He's hungry, but I don't think this is his time.
That's a great point. Yeah, because I think that's what it's going to come down to. Like, we're going to see how much guts Haney has. You know what I mean? Because he's been rocked by Linares. Loma has like tuned up so many people, and Loma is coming for blood. Like, Loma ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna have to like shoot him to get you out. You know what I mean? So like, it's gonna be a fight. That's what it's gonna come down to. I think it's just gonna come down to Devin Haney, man. Like, Loma's made people quit on their stool. I think 3 or 4 in a row.
And
shots, headshots, KOs, TKOs, all kind of stuff. So yeah, I think Haney's going to get put to the test, and I think he's a tough kid. He's very athletic. He's very in shape. He had a couple, hard fights against, what's the dude's name? Not Cambosis. What's the guy's name? The Jojo Ortiz, or Jojo Diaz, sorry. But nothing like Lomachenko, so it should be interesting.
Yeah, no, and one thing I wanted to say is like Nakatani, he was a tall dude.
Yeah.
Him down, and I felt bad for Nakatani. I was like, they should have stopped the fight.
Yeah.
And if Loma comes with a killer mentality, just so people understand how Loma is, taking it to the deep waters, this guy can be underwater for 4.5 minutes.
Literally deep water.
The mentality that they have is they'll rather pass out in the water than to go out just because they know that they can get back alive. Like that's how their strength, mental strength, it's huge. I think Haney, he's young, he's learning. I think it's a good fight for Haney. I mean, I have so much respect for Haney because he's the only one that is actually fighting everyone. He's like, I'll give you a chance. Because Teofimo won this belt doubtedly and never wanted to give him a rematch.
Not even close. Yep. Exactly. All right, guys. Well, tune in on Saturday night. Hit us in the comments. Let us know if you're going to watch it and what you think about the breakdown. We'll come at you again. We got a couple good ones coming up in June and July for sure that we'll be talking about soon. Take care. God bless you.
Take care, guys.
Living in a bubble and my trouble start to double. Feeling like I'm about to crumble, but I'm ready for the rumble. Calling Jesus to the huddle, then I hut height. I was just about to fumble, almost lost my sight. Flicker to the Christ, told my troubles bye-bye. So long, sayonara, boy, I love this life. And my life ain't mine, and my troubles ain't either. Flying high through the storm, you could call me eager. Baby boy, I can't beat you with your stressing and your worry. Especially when the Lord say your burdens, he carry you. Take a load off, unpack, unwind, don't fret, no stress. Relax, recline, this a Holy Spirit thing. Let the Spirit walk you through it. He'll never bring you to it if you won't lead you through it. Can't stand the rain, is the question God asking. No new addition, this is Christ and his passion. Picture this trial like walking through a doorway. Brand new beginning, leave your troubles in the hallway. It's called a breakthrough, and it's easy to obtain. When you're trying to press through, it's gonna cause a little pain. Keep your eyes on Christ, baby, that's the main thing. When you truly trust him, he gonna always make a way. Troubles come and go, but the Lord will never leave you. Have faith in him, that's the promise that he made. So trust me when I tell you, he'll never waste a hurt. Romans 8:28 tell you all things work. Best believe they do when you seek him first. I'm just speaking from experience, he became my thirst. I still have troubles, still have pains. Even right now, still dealing with some things. But there's one hope I place my all. My Lord, my Christ got a plan for it all. Plan for it all.
Trouble come, trouble stay, trouble leave. Trouble sting, trouble hurt, trouble bleed. Sheesh.